Dropper posts. What are they? What do they do? What kind of mystical magic makes them work? What's up guys, I'm Colin and welcome to MBW Bike Shop. Now dropper posts have become pretty standard on all mid to high end bikes, but we still get asked an awful lot of questions about them, like how do they work, what do they do, can I fit them on my bike? So what I'm going to do today is cover some of the basic points to try and clear up any more confusion. Dropper posts are basically seat posts that you can adjust up and down on the fly. In other words, when you press the lever and you sit on the saddle, the dropper post will go down. When you release the lever, it's locked in place, and then to bring the saddle back up again, all you do is press the lever with no weight on the saddle and the dropper will raise. This works great when you're mountain biking down some steep or technical terrain. You can drop the saddle so you've got more clearance. Then when you're past that technical section and you need to pedal again, you can put the saddle back up and sit down and pedal more efficiently. Different types of dropper posts have different type of cable routing design. The Crankbrothers Highline is internal, which means the cable comes out the bottom of the seat post, down through the frame, past the bottom bracket, up through the down tube, out the top and onto your handlebars. Now not every frame is designed for internal cable routing, so some companies provide you an option for external cable routing, which means it will usually come out by the saddle and then you can attach the cable along the frame and up onto the handlebars. Another thing you need to know about dropper posts is the design of the thumb trigger. The Crankbrothers Highline is great because it can be mounted on both sides and above or below the handlebars, but not all triggers are designed like this, so you might not be able to get it in a comfortable position for you. There are plenty of brands producing dropper posts with varying amounts of adjustability and varying price points to match. Now all dropper posts work perfectly out of the box, they go up and down nice and smoothly, but what it really boils down to is whether or not they still operate nice and smooth after 6 months or a year's worth of cycling and getting covered in dirt. Like the suspension forks on a mountain bike, a dropper post needs to be serviced every once in a while to keep it running smoothly. A general rule of thumb would be once a year, but that depends on how much you actually use your bike. It's also important to keep it clean. All that muck and dirt being kicked up by the back wheel can work its way down past the seals and inside the dropper post, which can really damage the internal system. It never hurts to use a good quality lubricant or suspension spray on your dropper post. Once you have it applied, work the dropper post up and down a few times to make sure it works its way inside and keeps everything working. So that pretty much covers the basics of dropper posts. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below the video so we can get back to you. Don't forget to hit that like button on Facebook or that subscribe button on YouTube so you can stay up to date on what we get up to here in the shop, and you can see some of our products we get in and some of the bike builds that we work on here in the MBW Bike Shop.